Hello and welcome everybody to another Duskmourn House of Horror draft. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Mythic rank 21. We just hit Mythic yesterday and I guess there's not too many people in Mythic, or maybe we've been doing pretty well, but we're already ranked 21, which means we are on the cusp of getting to the single digits. Maybe we can get there in today's video. Now, before we hop into another Duskmourn draft, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Match the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, or Edge of Eternities, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, or commander decks, TCGplayer.com is absolutely the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, check out heavyplay.com for premium Match the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are the place to go to for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, everything you need to make sure you're fully ready to go for your next tabletop gaming experience. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also basically every Match the Gathering convention. Swing by their booth, tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. Alrighty, what do we got this time? Okay. Well, there's a Reluctant Role Model, which is pretty solid. And there's two really good red cards as well in Scorching Dragonfire and Irreverent Gremlin. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure which one is the best between the three of them. But I do think those are the three best cards in the pack, followed by possibly the Conductive Machete. Should I take this just because we have similar glasses? Should I take this because I might think it's better? I think they're all pretty close, and I haven't drafted a wide aggressive deck, so I'm just going to take the role model. I do, if I was playing in the Arena Open, the Gremlin or the Dragonfire might be the pick here, but why don't we take the Reluctant Role Model and just kind of see where things go? But admittedly, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe the Gremlin was the pick. I'm not sure. All right, anyways, moving on to Pack 1, Pick 2. Rare is missing. The best cards in the pack here are Spineseeker, Centipede, Threats Around Every Corner, and Painter Studio. I do love Threats Around Every Corner. I mean, taking this early too is just such a good manifest payoff and just kind of lets you do whatever you want. And yeah, I mean, we're still trying to win, and we did just pass two really good red cards. So why don't we take Threats Around Every Corner over Painter Studio and Spineseeker, Centipede? But a lot of good cards in that pack, of course. And we will play it one pick at a time. Man, we are getting some good packs here. Nowhere to Run, Pack 1, Pick 3, along with Growing Dread. There's also Glimmerlight. Glimmerlight's not really in the same conversation, but I mean, Growing Dread and Nowhere to Run are certainly good. Patch Plaything is okay, and Unsettling Twins is also all right. So Unsettling Twins works really well with Threats Around Every Corner, but Growing Dread is a much better card, and this was just our first pick, so it doesn't necessarily lock us in. I think starting a draft with Growing Dread and Threats Around Every Corner is extremely strong. So I think that's where I want to lean. But Nowhere to Run is also certainly a consideration here. But let's go ahead and do that. Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, really good picks in every pack. This one doesn't have any white card. Wildfire Wickerfolk is obviously very, very strong if you're doing the Delirium thing. But that makes you turn into a base red deck, which is not necessarily where we want to be, and I think this is less good on the splash. There's Meat Locker and Break Down the Door as well. I think going with the theme, I'm going to take Break Down the Door here, even though I think Wildfire Wickerfolk is slightly better. This is just more likely to make my deck, so let's go ahead and take that. Just kind of see where we are here. All right, there's a Percussionist, which is okay in the Gruul Delirium deck. Final Vengeance is also fine. There's a Monstrous Emergence, though. Think I'm just going to take this as an interactive spell for our deck. And cut off green as well. White seems to be getting cut off. So let's just go ahead and do that. All right, Pack 1, Pick 6. All right, things are already starting to dry up. Now, I mean, there is a world, I guess, where we could end up in just like green-white or something and take like a Fear of Immobility. But I actually just do like Twist Reality in general as a card. This card definitely overperforms, and it is another way to manifest dread, and I have done really well picking this card quite highly. So I think I'm going to take it here over Fear of Immobility. All right, what do we have in this pack? There's Vanish from Sight and Bashful Beastie. And you know, I know it's like I'm drafting like the same thing a lot of the time, but this is kind of what works for me. And I do feel like this is a really solid start to a deck. So it's not like I dislike where we are here. Yeah, we could have had like a mediocre green-white deck. I think red-green could have also been something to consider. You know, we're seeing some percussionists. We saw the Wildfire Wickerfolk. So red-green Delirium is also something that we could have considered. Here, I'm going to take Branch Snapper. We have no creatures right now. And having this to flip over to one of our manifest effects seems quite nice. Irreverent Gremlin tabled. Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to take it here. You know, this tells me that red, like, somebody should have taken this card, right? Bleeding Woods is good, but this tells me that there's only one other red drafter at the table. Otherwise, they would have taken the Gremlin, right? So let's take it here and then see what happens, okay? Because maybe blue is getting cut off. Here, I'll take Impossible Inferno over Daggermaw Megalodon. There's an Acrobatic Cheerleader, but I don't even like that card that much in general. And let's see if maybe we might need to pivot into a red-green deck, or we just play Teamer. We'll see. I'm going to take Razortrap Gorge over all of these cards. I just don't think Cautious Survivor is much of a card there. And I do like Ticket Booth. I actually do like Ticket Booth. So yeah, I mean, it does look like blue might not be available here. And I mean, this would be a really, really late pivot. But given that what we've seen so far, it does feel as if red-green might be where we need to be more than blue-green. But we'll take it one pick at a time here. And of course, I also don't mind splashing some of the red cards, like Impossible Inferno. So we'll see what happens. Like, obviously now I wish I had a Wildfire Wickerfolk, but look, the Breakdown the Door is still going to make our deck. Here I will take Beastie Beatdown, highest upside card, and a perfectly fine card to splash. So let's go ahead and take that here and see where this goes. Tale of Tameo, if I recall, doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah. Scorching Dragonfire, though, does a whole lot. Meatlocker is the best blue card in the pack, and there's nothing in green here. So let's just take the Dragonfire and see if this is where we need to be. Here we have a Fear of Exposure versus like a Grasping Longneck. There's a Murder, but not really interested in that. I guess I'll just take this. If I can find some things to tap down, it's okay. And it's a 5-mana 5/4 Trampler. It's also a good card to flip over when you manifest. And it's an enchantment creature, which helps with Delirium, so let's go ahead and take that. Wish I took the Scorching Dragonfire and then tabled the Reverend Gremlin. That would have been better. Alright, this pack has been much weaker than pack 1. Wow, there's like Glimmerlight and an Altenac. I mean, Glimmerlight's fine, I guess. It's playable. Now, just red-green, unless you're really aggressive, you do want to try to find some good stuff to do in the late game, maybe on a splash. We do have 2 Razortrap Gorges, so black is potentially a free splash, along with the threats around every corner. You know, if we pick up a Spineseeker Centipede, obviously that would be great as well. Somehow, blue is like absurdly cut off, even though we just almost passed no blue. Here, there's Cathartic Parting and Most Valuable Slayer. And I do think in a red-green deck, Most Valuable Slayer is probably going to be better. Red-green tends to be a little bit more on the aggressive side of the spectrum. Now, noting that somebody did take the Wildfire Wickerfolk, so perhaps, you know, there is somebody, there's one other Gruul drafter at the table, and I'm hoping it's not the person that I was passing to. Although the person that I'm passing to is almost certainly in blue. What the hell? Now there's a Paranormal Analyst this late? That's crazy. How many manifest cards do we have? 1, 2, 3? I mean, the red isn't even that good. There's a House Cartographer as well. Look, I'm not missing out on enough here. The Paranormal Analyst is just so good. I'm just gonna take it here. I don't even know why it's in the pack so late. You know what I mean? So, we'll see where this goes. Like, I don't even know if my red is necessarily better than my blue. Here, there's a Clockwork Percussionist, which is fine. But there's also Brood Spinner, and I have 2 Razortrap Gorges. I think I'd rather just take that. Just a lot more power. And I think my mana supports it. I mean, most likely we are going to be red-green here, but like I said, I don't think I was missing out on enough. And if somehow I get more good blue-green... See? Like, now what? Now what do I do? Right? I think I just take a second Growing Dread and just move into blue-green. And it's unclear, like, what I should even be looking to splash here. But Fear of Failed Test is not really a playable card. But it does feel like blue-green is looking... Like, look at my 2-drops in blue-green, right? I have several manifest cards with the Paranormal Analyst, threats around every corner, and then I can possibly splash. Delirium is not going to be too hard. And figure out what I need to splash here. Like, I can be blue-green, splash... Well, the problem here is the Razor Trap Gorge isn't very good. Now, I can, I can splash both. Like, that's a possibility, too. We'll see where it goes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... I mean, this is only 11 cards, so yeah, we're gonna need some help here. Okay, well... Oh, I just hurt myself so badly. Okay, well, you know what? I guess we're going back the other direction. We are flip-flopping back and forth. But here's the thing. If I opened another, like, good blue-green card and not Overlord of the Boiler Bilges, like you know, I would have been fine going down this path, but you always have to be flexible when you draft. And Overlord of the Boiler Bilges is simply too strong of a card to pass here. So I'm going to take it and see what we need to do with this deck. Enduring Innocence is so good. And so is Glimmer Seeker. And Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. Like, this pack is awesome. Like, I don't want to splash Growing Dread. Alright, well, anyways. What do I want to take here? There's Painter Studio, Stay Hidden, Glimmer Burst. I guess I'll take... Actually, I'm gonna take the Stay Hidden, Stay Silent here. Okay, this is crazy. There's an Unnerving Grasp in this pack. Can I go blue-red? Like, I don't even know anymore. Oh, there's a Swarm Weaver! Okay. Okay. We're just... You know what? You know what? Not often do I go off the deep end here. We have gone off the deep end. We have certainly gone off the deep end. This is not my proudest moment. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Can I splash Overlord? I need mana fixing here, right? Although I don't really want to take Haunted Screen. Monstrous Emergence is probably the pick out of this pack. Twist Reality might be hard to cast, given I'm all these colors. Alright, I gotta take this land. There's a Clobbering, but this blue-green land is so important for this deck to make it function. Oh, man. House Cartographer. I don't have a white card to splash. I guess I'll... Is there any way for me to tap this thing? I mean, it's a fine 2-drop to play. So I guess I'll take it over the Branch Snapper. Alright, blue-red land. Let's lock it in. I need more lands. Give me more lands, please. Alright, so black is the splash. We can play both of these in, like, one swamp. Oh, no, we have this as well. Yeah, one swamp. The problem is we don't have any Moldering Gyms or Spineseeker Centipedes, which makes this a lot more difficult to pull off. Another Twist Reality. Okay. I guess our red is not particularly strong, right? I really... You know what? You know what? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't... Like, did Overlord of the Boiler Bill just mess us up? Did Unnerving Grasp mess us up? I don't even know. Okay. Hold, I gotta... This is tough. I'm just gonna stare at my deck for a little bit. All right, I think I should be a blue-green deck. I think I need to be a base blue-green deck. Because my 2-drops are quite strong if I do that. Maybe splash the black and the red. Okay. Those are our lands. And we still need 5 more cards. Now, if I'm looking to splash the red, well, certainly I need to, like, try to find a way to play this card. I have the Beastie Beatdown already. And I need 3 more cards, and all these other cards are pretty bad. So what are my 3 best red cards? Well, if my red is on the quote-unquote splash, the Gremlin is certainly a lot worse. We can go Scorching Dragonfire, Inferno, and Boiler Bilges, maybe? And then, all right, let's see where we're at with this. All right, I certainly need one more. I think I need at least 2 mountains here. This is just not good mana fixing, but I'm going to try to make it work. So this gives me 5 red sources, plus the threats around every corner. We do need to cut down on the blue sources here. This gives us 6 blue and 7 green. How is our mana still so bad? This is the most irresponsibly bad mana base that I can come up with. I mean, there's certainly power here, but it is rough. Okay, Twist Reality is just not like, maybe I should be a base red deck. Maybe I should play Found Footage. There's just like a lot of different directions to go here. Like play another mountain, cut an island. Grab the Price still looks pretty bad. Growing Dread on like the pseudo splash also looks pretty bad. This is such an awkward mana base, but I think I'm going with the 6/6/6 mana base. We are going with the Devil's mana base here. Now, 6/6/6, however, the Branch Snapper is another green source, so we're on 7. All right, I think I'm going to cut the Brood Spinner. I think part of this card's strength is the fact that you can play it early, and our deck can't play it early. And in the late game, like, you want your black spells to always be good, and I only have the 3 black sources, so Swarm Weaver and Drag to the Roots is what I'm going to play for the Black Splash. Our mana is just completely wild. Okay. Let's try this out. This is exactly what I preach for people not to do. Let's see how this goes. All right, now, if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons here. Thank you so much. Access to the Patreon will allow you to join a Discord channel where people don't draft the way that I do here. They probably draft a little bit better, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Let's let's try to make the most of this. Hey, look, we drew our colors. When we draw our colors, our deck is fine. Is it good? No. But it's fine. All right, turn to Paranormal Analyst. If I can find any way to manifest here, that would be nice. Funeral Room, okay. So I couldn't play this because I only have the 1 creature, so unfortunate, but it is what it is. So can't really punish my opponent for just running out of turn 3 Funeral Room. I don't think this card's particularly strong. We did draw Overlord of the Boiler Bilges here. All right, let's just go with Most Valuable Slayer. Try to get in for more damage. We have Impossible Inferno and Vanish from Sight now, depending on what they play. I mean, they're a rank 233 player. How have they played nothing other than Funeral Room? Okay. Sporogenic Infection, sure. But I have yet to find a Delirium spell. Or a Manifest spell. Like, a Manifest spell would be so good. Alright. Classic 5/4 5 mana, 5/4 enchantment creature. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. I mean, we have plenty of interaction. It just kind of depends on what they choose to do here. Withering Torment, sure. I guess their hand just has no creatures. There is our red sword. Okay. I mean, that is a thing, but like, do I want to... That's the thing. I don't even know if I want to play the Overlord unless they play something for me to kill, right? Just because they still have 3 cards in hand. So I think we just wait. Like, it's easy, you know, it's easy enough to like try to go for the Overlord, but I can also just play it patiently here. Does this card even do anything? Like, should I just try to draw a card? They do have 3 cards though, so I guess I'll still wait. Just in case, right? That's a Defiant Survivor. Whenever one or more... Okay, they don't have a thing in their graveyard. Alright, alright, alright. What do I want to do? I just think both of these cards are kind of weak. Let me think. Thinking. They have 1 card. All right. Like, sure, I mean, they can kill the Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. I just have so much more action here. So it's still not bad. Like, my hand is just all interaction, right? Okay, yeah. Their deck does not look particularly strong. That's all I'm going to say. Swarm Weaver. Okay. What does this do? Sorry. What's a finality counter? Oh, exile, sure. Winter's Intervention. Okay. It's pretty good. We don't want the Razor Trap Gorge. This will take 2. I was going for lethal there. I didn't realize that they had another thing there. Anyways, their deck. I mean, their deck did nothing. And wow, we went from rank 21 to rank 13. Okay. Well, I mean, look. Certainly our deck is powerful. Like, if we can draw a blue, a green, and a red source in the first, like, 3 or 4 turns of the game, yes, I like my chances against everybody. We have good interaction and bombs. The problem is, I'm going to lose 1 or 2 games because I just don't draw cards of my color, and that's just what we signed up for. Alright, well, we drew all of our colors. I mean, obviously, when I do that, like I mentioned before, this is good. So we have Razor Trap Gorge, an island, and a forest. Can't ask for too much more than that. I have a House Cartographer, which hopefully they can't kill. Presumably they will. I hope they play like an enchantment or something. No, it's a hand that feeds. Oh! Yeah, let's go kill them. Wow, what a draw. Alright. Let's see if I hit a tap land. Okay, we hit an island. I mean, that's incredible, right? That is just so lucky. Popular Ego. This is ridiculous, honestly. Let's play Most Valuable Slayer. Attack. I get another land. Like, this thing got us 2 lands. It's ridiculous. Is Swarm Weaver on the bottom? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so now things get a little bit more interesting. It's like I can attack and they're probably gonna double block. Right? So now what do I want to do? Probably put the face down card on top and kill the Egotist. Or is it the other way? Do I want to put the Egotist? You know what? Let's target the Egotist, actually. Do I want the Gremlin? Oh, it doesn't matter. Do I have a creature in my graveyard? That does matter. Alright, let's put it into the graveyard here, just to help us towards Delirium. Okay. So House Cartographer currently has found us three lands, which is outrageous. They're, you know, doing what they can here. Oh, Disturbing Mirth, okay. That's good, but hopefully, like, we're putting them a little too behind on board. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, looks like they had the start of a solid red-black sacrifice deck, but, I mean, you couldn't have drawn up a better draw for my hand. On the play, turn 2 Cartographer with, like, multiple removal spells and Most Valuable Slayer, like, full stop, super lucky. We are now into top 10. I am fully expecting this luck to wear out at some point during this run. It might even be the next round. Alright, well, as expected, we are coming back down to earth a little bit. This hand is just simply not keepable. I have nothing I can play, so I got a mulligan. And another hand without a green source, but I kind of have to keep. Let's bottom the Monster Submergence, because the way I look at it is if I draw a green source, Drag to the Roots is probably going to be better. So, we'll play it like that. And we did draw the green source. So that's good. So now we can cast everything in our hand at least. Friendly Teddy is the draw from the opponent. We have a Glimmer Light. Hopefully we can get Delirium going. Take 2. We're on the draw here. House Cartographer. Yeah, I don't love seeing that. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. I mean, I should just manifest, I think. Good thing they didn't play that on the turn before. Oh, maybe this gets us Delirium. So instant. I guess all of this is gonna die. So we have 3 types in the graveyard. Oh, and they didn't play anything, and we drew a blue card, which, sure. 4 cards in hand. Whatever. The thing is, it always makes the tokens, right? So, what do I need to do? Get a land in my graveyard? Sure. There's a black source, and okay. Curious what I should attack with. Do I want to, like, maximize damage and just do this? Why not? Okay, we're both digging. We both draw a card, and I will keep up Drag to the Roots and not move my Glimmer Light. And then I drew the blue source, so now I have all my mana again. Oh, you know what would be a good draw? Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. I would like that very much. We need, what do we need to get into the graveyard? A land? Okay. Threats around every corner. They have 4 cards in hand. I think we just let that happen. They just have so much mana already. Yeah, sure. It's a very good card for sure, but man, I can't even cast the Branch Snapper. How unlucky. Beastie Beatdown. Not really interested in that. Alright, Vanish from Sight is something that I'm pretty interested in casting. Osseous Stick Twister, okay. Wow, they hit that off of this? It's pretty lucky. I want to do this to give myself a shot at putting a land in my graveyard or just getting Delirium. And I don't want them to gain the 2 life. Alright, so boom, put the land in the graveyard. So we now have Delirium, so the Swarm Weaver is that much stronger, and Drag to the Roots is stronger, and the Beastly Beatdown is stronger. Now, not having the Forest makes it so that we can't play the Slavering Branch Snapper, which is certainly a cost. Monstrous Emergence on Malevolent Chandelier, okay. Ho ho ho! Hello! No reason to play this out yet. Like, my opponent can also just go down to 4 life, right? So, I think they should probably play this Chandelier, right? Just because it, like, blocks both of my flyers. And then if they do, they're just gonna die. So I'm gonna kill this, because I can hit them down to 4 and then go to the face. Oh, the old Swarm Weaver Overlord of the Boiler Bilges deck. With a blue-green base. No big deal. Alright, we're rank 8. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. But we will always take it, of course. 3-0. Wow. Alright, update. I did add a green source and cut a blue source from my deck. Let's see how this goes. This hand is... I wish this green source was a blue source. But whatever. I wish I was on the play. But whatever. Alright, Brood Spinner is the play for my opponent. Do I play out the Cartographer? I guess so? Because I can go Glimmerlight, slap onto this if they choose to be kind of aggressive. Ooh, they got rid of Sporogenic Infection. Alright. If they kill the Cartographer, then I'm gonna go Glimmerlight, Peculiar Lighthouse. But we'll see what happens. Okay, that's a Wary Watchdog. I wonder if they like needed lands or something, but they did keep a card on top. But so far, solid Golgari cards being played. Here comes the tap land or something. Yeah. A very methodical opponent. That's the word we're gonna use. No black source here for Drag to the Roots. I do have a Fear of Exposure that I can play next turn, which will actually be pretty nice, because that allows me to tap down to House Cartographer. Say its name. Ooh, they're going to get back Wickerfolk Thresher. No, they're just going to get back a land. Okay, fair enough. I imagine they're not going to attack me. Unless they have a removal spell. Like, I really hope they don't kill my Cartographer. It's like the only source of value that we have. Wow, what kind of attack was that? You really want to trade my 1/1 for a Wary Watchdog? I guess they really want to surveil. It doesn't matter that you have a backup Watchdog, just don't attack. Alright. Ooh, got another blue source. Okay. Need the black for the Drag to the Roots, or would love to draw some kind of manifest spell, just to get some action going with the Paranormal Analyst. This does look like it's going to be a painful turn, because they're looking at my Fear of Exposure, so certainly hope they don't kill it. Oh, they sure did. That was big. Okay, but they're actually letting me attack with the House Cartographer. Okay. And I will oblige. And we're at 13, so we can actually play that as well. But I want to play the blue source here, I think. So let's go Paranormal Analyst, Growing Dread. Oh, let's get back threats around every corner. And then let's move this somewhere. I mean, the 2/4 kind of blocks everything. If they kill my Analyst, then my 2/2 can still block the Wary Watchdog, which is fine. They can crack the Brood Spinner for 4 1/1s, which is decent, but not oppressive. Okay, so that's their current plan. And I don't have a great answer to that, unfortunately. Like, I don't have any way to deal with flyers right now, which is kind of a problem. Well, I have the black source already, so that's fine. Okay, let's do this. Let's go get a land of some kind. I have 2 blue, 2 red, a black, and 2 green in my hand. Doesn't really matter. I mean, we are certainly getting a lot of value here. The issue right now is just like block sack. Like, do I just want to start getting creatures into my graveyard? Do I trade the cartographer for the watchdog? Sure. I'm just gonna attack with this and see if they go with the block sack. Okay. Interesting. This makes it more likely for me to get in a decent attack with the cartographer. I suppose they can try to find like a 5th type to make an extra token. But sure. I mean, also, are they really in a position to race me? I don't know. I mean, it depends on what their follow-up is here, and I'm out of action. I found a lot of mana. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana sources. Alright, so they are getting aggressive. Let's see what they follow this up with. Altanak. Alright, so we have Drag to the Roots for that, and we found a ticket booth. Hold on. Yeah, let's go ticket booth. Oh my gosh. Which one of these do I want? Wow. Okay. I think keeping this tapped is actually better. They get to draw a card. Okay, we get another land. Trying to use like a lot of my mana. I still have Drag to the Roots for something big. And like if they hit me, like I just want to make like we'll see how aggressive they want to be here, right? They're keeping this one back, which is interesting. What did you do? Oh, so it's a 5/5? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm at 7 life. I have a Drag to the Roots here. Are you kidding me? You're just taking it all? Okay. It's kind of insane. Okay. Fair enough. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 mana. I have a lot of options. I can shuffle this in to give myself a 2/2. I have the Drag to the Roots, which I absolutely need to use on a Head Shredder. This is actually really tricky. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just playing it as conservatively as I possibly can here. Now they don't have a lethal attack. Alright, there we go. Wow. Wow. How are we doing it? I just do not honestly know. We are now in the single digits. We are rank 7, 4-0 with this ridiculous deck. All right, on the play, no green source, but I feel like I do have to keep. Remember, I did add a green source to the deck. Yeah, that's right. I am responsible. I'm actually not sure which one of these I was supposed to play. If I draw a forest, that's kind of interesting. Because if I drew a forest, I can play like turn 2 Cartographer, turn 3 Analyst, tap land. Oh, Gremlin Tamer. Do not like seeing that. Do not like seeing that one bit. I don't think House Cartographer is the line here. Yeah, at least I was on the play, so they can't go too crazy, but... yeah, I mean, we're definitely on the back foot here. Tunnel Surveyor, yeah, yep. I'm going to cycle here. Alright. Let's kill this now, before shenanigans occurs. But they already, I mean... we all know why Gremlin Tamer is good. I don't have to go into it. 5 cards in hand for the opponent. My hand's not looking particularly strong. Okay. Oh gosh, they have a Glimmer Burst, don't they? Not that there's too much I can do about it. But Glimmer Burst is a premium card. It's a card I actually haven't drafted yet, but this is going to be a tough matchup. They're up so many resources already. They're up an extra 1/1 and an extra card. I haven't really found a way to get ahead on cards. Like, if I found a way to manifest, that obviously would have been very good, but I haven't. I do have blockers at least, so they can't really attack into me very well. But, I mean, they have 6 cards in hand. They have to have some kind of interaction here. Conductive Machete, sure. Okay, so that was good. Let's manifest. Oh, wow, both of these are quite good. I mean, the stay hidden, stay silent just gives me way more value, right? It still locks down the creature too. So I think that's where I want to go. Because then I can like shuffle it in and then draw another card off the Analyst. All right. I mean, it's not... The thing is, I don't really have that much else to do with my mana, right? So, like I said, I'm just trying to get maximum value here. Interesting. Okay. Tunnel Surveyor gets in. Let's block, I guess. Veteran Survivor. Okay, that's... At least that's on the weaker side of things. So we have Break Down the Door available on Paranormal Analyst. They have 3 cards up, so activating this and attacking with the Cartographer looks kind of like a weak play. I think just passing is probably ideal. Like, I have access to Vanish from Sight or Break Down the Door, depending. Uh-oh. The Machete is getting in. What does it do? +2/+1? Okay, I can just block with the Cartographer, right? So that's not even that big of a deal. They should have just moved it to their 1/1. Like, I don't understand attacking with the Veteran Survivor that much here. I guess it's fine. Walk. I am okay with that trade. Alright, so they could have the counterspell here, but whatever. Let's see what happens. If they counter it, they counter it. If they counter it, we're kind of out of action. I guess, I mean, we still have stuff to do with our mana, though. It's not like we're... Yeah, okay, sure. Alright. So we we spent 6 mana to make a 2/2. Hey, but we killed something. Oh, Optimistic Scout. Their deck is so good. So good. They have the Gremlin Tamer and the Optimistic Scavenger, and they have double enchantment this turn. That's ridiculous. Yeah. With a 3/3 no less. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. And they're probably gonna split up the damage here, is my guess, to get in for 4. Oh no, they didn't. Fair enough. So let's full control this, get rid of this on our upkeep, right? And then I guess we have to kill the Scavenger. The Gremlin does not seem very good here. So I will choose not to take it. Alright, we drew another Monstrous Emergence, which is not great. And they got to Surveil too. Like I said, they're just up too many resources. Like, we're putting in a good fight. Oh, they flipped over Overlord of the Mistmoors. Okay. You know what? Sometimes your opponents manifest Overlord of the Mistmoors. Okay, you know what? I can't even complain. I have Overlord of the Boiler Bilges, right? Now, Mistmoors is a better card, and they manifested it. But you know what? They had a much better deck than we did. Like, even if I had a really good deck, I still probably would have lost to this. So, it is what it is. Good beats. 4 wins is about what I thought the upper limit of this deck was. Maybe higher if I draw all my lands, so we're still okay with this result for now. And still single digits, but that might change. We need to avoid the Overlords. Avoid the Overlords. Alright, we are on the play. We have Paranormal Analyst. Now, we only have 5 blue sources, so... I mean, I kind of have to keep this. Like, I have 3 colored sources, one of which is a forest, but it's certainly not a great hand. But noting that the Monstrous Emergence, at least, should be able to kill something. Oh, gosh. It dealt 7 damage to that thing. The way I look at it is somebody who plays Valgabot... Ugh. I was going to say, somebody who plays Valgabot's Fateful... Like, they're gonna want... Like, it's gonna be a very important card in their deck. So, that's my thought process. Untap land next turn would be good, because then I can play the Fear of Exposure. Island would obviously be insane. But we did not find it. Alright, I guess we're going to need to... land cycle this. Alright, so now, like... I mean, any land... Like, obviously Mountain would just be absurd. Any land would be absurd. Appendage Amalgam? Oh, Spectral... Oh! They get to get that in play next turn. That's very good. Nice little combo deck. Okay. Fair enough. I imagine they're gonna get the... Like, turn 4, 6/5 War 2 seems quite good. Break down the door. Alright, well... I hope you don't have a removal spell. If they have a removal spell, it's kind of over. I mean, look. I did say that I'm probably going to lose to my mana. And if my opponent gets a really good draw, and they sure did, being able to play a Spectral Snatcher on turn 4 is amazing. Then it's going to be difficult for us. It absolutely is. I'm just going to do this all main phase. Ooh! Oh, that's actually really interesting. Like, do I want Impossible Inferno? Or do I want the Mountain? I want the Mountain. Like, I know the Inferno kills this thing, but just, like, playing Overlord of the Boiler Bilges is also really, really strong, right? So, we're just gonna take 6 again. I just don't have, like, blocks I love here, so... Well, that was an absolutely tremendous draw. Do I have Delirium? Instant enchantment creature. I'm thinking about Drag to the Roots. I do. Like blue, green, red. Sure. I'm going to discard Growing Dread. They might kill my Analyst in response, I guess. No? Okay. What is this? They could have like Appendage Amalgam, so I'm not going to attack with the Analyst. And I think it's raiding extremely hard right now. Alright, what do I want to do here? Let's move the Glimmerlight to the Analyst, I guess. Alright, what you got? Just the Spectral Snatcher, okay. Okay. Alright. Overlord of the Boiler Bilges, all in. Let's see what happens. Seize from Slumber, okay. House Cartographer. Alright, well they're at 3. If they had a sweeper, they would have played it. So I'm just going to play the Cartographer. Move this over just to, I don't know, have a big creature. And now it's going to be tough for them. Unless they have a way to gain life. Wow, alright. They had an okay deck there, but they just didn't have much follow-through. And of course, I got to play Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. Also, Paranormal Analyst. Just getting so much value out of that card as well. It's so, so strong. All right, 5-1. 2 more to go. All right, on the play here, 2 Forests, Glimmerlight. Can't play the Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, but it is what it is. Let's keep this and obviously hope to draw our mana. House Cartographer would be good. Turn 1 Optimistic Scab. These Signpost cards, let me tell you, they are something else. Turn 1. At least they're on the draw. Oh, they didn't have a follow-up, so that's good. Unnerving Grasp, yikes. Don't want to see that. Unable to Scream. Their deck looks awesome. Look at their graveyard. Their graveyard is extremely strong. Let's keep that locked down. We're only on the Impossible Inferno now without Delirium. Erratic Apparition, sure. Drag to the Roots, which we can't cast. Okay. Fair enough. They did miss a land drop, but... Alright. Acrobatic Cheerleader. God. This is just like... a hyper aggressive deck. I mean, I gotta kill something. My deck's pretty bad against flyers. Like, there's a chance I draw a creature here. Which is why I'm doing it like this. I have to main phase this so I can move the Glimmerlight over. Okay. I can't flip it up unless I draw a Black Source. But the thing is, it's not even that good if I hit a Black Source, right? Like, part of the power of the Swarm Weaver is being able to cast it. But whatever. It's still a 3-3 here. And now we are in Floodsville. Alright, fair enough. Entity Track. Man, these blue-white decks... Granted, they have a couple of cheerleaders. I mean, they do have some filler. But, like, if I just can't kill all of their stupid, like, signposty cards... it's still tough. And that's what makes blue-white so powerful. Like, if you don't get the signpost cards, I think blue-white is really bad. But Entity Tracker, Optimistic Scavenger, Gremlin Tamer, like, those are all obviously insane. And we did get a little bit flooded here, so... yeah, this one's not going to work out here, unfortunately. They're on 4 lands, all spells, by the way. 5 lands, all spells. Alright, we're dead. Okay, this is... a little too much. A little too much to handle. So we are currently 5 and blue-white. 5 and blue-white. Okay. Alright, well, okay. This hand is great. It's got all of my colors. What's actually interesting here is I don't actually want to lead with my tap land here. Because I want to be able to play turn 2 Growing Dread. So that's a little bit annoying, but we should be okay. Ooh. Okay. This is super weird. Okay, Innocuous Rat. Let's go Growing Dread. I think I have more sorceries in my deck. Not a big deal. Like, I shouldn't be afraid to attack into Innocuous Rat, you know what I mean? So, we'll try it like this. Wow, they hit something better than Hardened Escort. I'm going to play the House Cartographer here. Mostly because I want to... now that I have a play, this allows me to just get some extra value here out of threats around every corner. Now, if they pass this, they're going to be able to flip this up into something. So, in which case, we're just going to play it slow here and just go threats around every corner. We have 2 blue, 2 red, no attacks. Wait, they didn't have something for me there? That's weird. Conductive Machete. Okay. I think this is next turn is just like a double removal spell turn, probably. Just lets me, like, tap down the Machete, play the Monstrous Emergence, get land number 6. That seems really good. Beastie Beatdown is also quite good. This is a good creature. Wait, live or die? Why wouldn't you just put the creature in the yard? That's weird. Let's get a land. I mean, they have a lot of cards in hand. No great creature in the graveyard, though. 4 planes, so they can't play the instant speed. They can't play live or die. I have a ticket booth here, which I can certainly play. With this much mana, though, man, I am scared. I'm scared, but I'm going to attack. If that makes sense. I am ready to get blown out. Nope. Okay. Let's get a land. Swamp. Ooh. I will manifest the Paranormal Analyst. Let's get a forest. I should have gone forest maybe before. They might have a sweeper, by the way. Like, it's very possible. Like, the game has played out in such a way where I think that's a possibility, but... I mean, we're still just getting a lot of value out of all of our cards. I didn't play an extra card out of my hand, right? I just activated the Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. Are they, like, super flooded, maybe? I don't know. Good game. Wow, that was weird. They just, like, didn't do much. And threats around every corner is obviously insane. And we are rank 9, and we are now in position for... what is this, our 3rd trophy in a row? I have no idea. But we are 6-2, rank 9. Let's get it done. Alright, last match. Let's get some good mana. Wow, I have Forest, Mountain, Island, and Opener, and I can't cast anything. I'm going to keep it. I'm on the draw. If I draw red source number 2, obviously my hand's insane. If I draw any land, I can play Most Valuable Slayer. I have plenty of 2-drops I can play, and I have Monstrous Emergence. So, a lot of upside. Hopefully we get there. Okay, we did draw a 3-mana play. Gonna lead with a green source. Definitely don't lead with red, because I do have double blue-green 2-drops in my deck. Oh, look at this. We drew all 3 of our colors. All right, well, I mean, all 4 of our colors, rather. Our opponent on double island, triple island, nothing though. Okay, well, I drew House Cartographer. Should I just play that? I guess so. Obviously, it's like not ideal that I play at turn 3, but it's better than nothing. They do have, they could have played the Manifest Counterspell. Let's see what they do. Like, now, if they don't kill the House Cartographer, I mean, Most Valuable Slayer plus House Cartographer is quite strong. They can just make a 3... Wait. Inquisitive Glimmer. Okay. Interesting. I kind of just want to kill this before they get to do something good with it. I gotta think, though. Because saving this, all like, there might be better targets for it as well. No, let's go for it. I don't think they have the 2-mana counterspell, so... And getting value off of the House Cartographer is obviously very good. And then let's play another tap land. I'm not entirely sure if that was correct, but like, you know, things can get out of hand when Inquisitive Glimmer goes off. So for that reason, I did that. All right, they have 5 cards in hand. Another blue-white deck. We are 0-2 against blue-white decks. Can we take this one down? Well, we drew all of our good cards and we drew all of our mana. Like, if we lose this game, it is what it is. How did they just not have nothing here? That's kind of weird. Island or mountain? I guess I'll play the island here, just because 2 blue and 2 red. How do you not have anything to play on turn 5? This could be the 6-mana, what is it? Duskmourn's Domination. Could easily see that being the case. Not close to Delirium. We have all the mana in the world. This Cartographer has been way, way better than I thought it would have been. Like, there have been multiple games where this just kind of won for us. Oh, they did have it. Okay. The question here becomes, like, what other removal spells do they have? Let's just cast it. I mean, if they kill it, they kill it. I get to get all the lands out of my deck right now, which is great. They have Death Touch. Now, that doesn't work with the Emergence, though. We drew the second green source, which is nice. That's a Fear of Immobility, which is going to be used to lock down the Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. Sure. And an Underwater Tunnel. That's also fine. So now we can use... they're at 13 life, so this comes into play untapped. I can use Monstrous Emergence on my Boiler Bilges to kill Fear of Immobility, and also still play the Swarm Weaver. We also drew Unnerving Grasp, which I could actually use to pick up the Overlord of the Boiler Bilges and replay it. But I think it's better to just kill the Fear of Immobility. Alright, get another land. And then play... This is... I mean... This is an absolutely absurd board. You know, they're at 11. If they don't play a sweeper here, they're just dead. And so, like, I don't really need to add anything else to the battlefield. I have the ability to deal 4 damage. I have Monstrous Emergence. Oh, they might have a sweeper. They're getting a white source here. If they do, then it's completely, like, they're back in it if they have a Wrath. I always assume there's a 3 blue, there's a 2 white, 5-mana Wrath in every format. I don't remember what it was in this one. No, it's just the hover ship. Okay. Wait, they could have killed my Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. Why didn't they do that? Good game! Alright! Let's go! Lucky number 7. And let me look at my history here. That is, in fact, trophy number 3. So, in the last, what? 4 drafts were like 7-1, 7-1, 7-2, 5-3. That'll do. That'll do. And that's a reason why we are, of course, rank number 7. What an incredible run. And what a ridiculous deck. Right? What a ridiculous deck this was. It was too many colors. We did a lot of waffling. But there is one thing that this deck did not lack. And that was power. We have among 2 of the best rares in the entire format, and we just did everything we could to try to figure out a way to cast both of these cards. We took a bunch of powerful blue cards. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe we just shouldn't have been blue. It's weird. It's because, like, we opened this in the last pack when we were firmly, like, looking to be blue-green again. But this card is just too good, and it won us a ton of games. So this was just a highly, highly unusual draft. And this is not typically the type of decks that I draft. I mean, you've seen me draft, right? I do like to play a bunch of colors. Granted, I have the mana fixing. So what I mean by that is I have Spineseeker Centipedes. I have Moldering Gyms. I have Evolving Wilds. We just had the 4 lands here, which is fine, and threats around every corner, but that's still not enough to justify playing this type of deck with a bunch of cheap blue cards, double red spells, and also a black splash. But you know what? The power was certainly there. We drew extremely well. And we were able to come out on top with a trophy because if I draw, like I said, if I draw my mana, which I did in most of my games, which is very lucky, then yes, I'm going to have a shot against everybody. Because if I cast all of my spells, like on sheer power level, right? On sheer power level, this deck is like an 8, right? 8.5. Just sheer power. Like if all my lands tap for every color, this deck's like an 8.5. 8.5. But given how difficult it was to probably actually cast my spells, this deck probably averages more to like a 6 out of 10. Just because the mana is rough. But we got lucky. We drew all of our colors. We got there. And we are now on our 3rd trophy in a row. We've been having some really, really good streaks recently. And hopefully we can keep this going. Hitting rank 1, drafting Duskmourn again would be absolutely incredible. Maybe we can do it in tomorrow's video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Actually, you can go there for all TCG sealed product and singles. Check them out. Hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but certainly not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. You need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all using magnetic technology where everything snaps perfectly into place. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.